What up, YouTube? What up, Facebook? And all the social media networks is TMDE Sports. We talk about sports issues and our beloved Cleveland Browns. Now let's introduce the cast. Chrissy Acuity. Your timing needs to work. Chrissy Acuity is in the building. Chrissy, let them know what's good, baby.
What up? Oh my goodness. I am so fired up. I got so much tea to spill for you guys tonight. I'm so excited. All right, let's get it.
All right. Jay Bizzle, JB is in the building. JB, let them know. And I messed up last week. JB is in North Carolina. My bad.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Celebrities in the building. We out here celebrating my brother and his wife retirement party. So, hey, I'm ready to get into the show. We got a lot to talk about. Let's go.
No doubt. And last but never least, the British Bulldog is in the building. Pete Barker. Pete Barker, let them know what's good, baby.
He's back for more, yes. Oh, now watch out again, because this is going to get desperate. I'm telling you, I'm ready to roll. Come on, let's have it. Come on.
He said it's going to get desperate. All right, y'all. As y'all well know, every week we try to do, Deacon's Dilemma. And wow, I don't know what I got to say about this. We're probably about to piss some people off. You know what I'm saying? But as you well know, wow, a few months back, Brittany Griner was arrested in Russia. Brittany plays basketball for one of the teams up there. And
shame on Russia. Sorry.
Shame on Russia. There's been some conversation. Brittany's coach came out and basically took a shot at LeBron James, saying if it was LeBron James, you guys would basically get up off your ass and make a move. I strongly disagree with that. I don't understand that right now. So I want to ask the cast, man, how do y'all feel about this? She pleaded to 10 years. So hopefully she might get time served. She's in a foreign country, locked up abroad. How do you guys feel about this whole situation? Her pleading guilty, her being, in certain foreign countries, they don't go for these type of relationships. Her wife spoke out. How do you guys feel about that? Anybody can go first.
Where is she actually in prison? Is this in Russia?
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is probably an international diplomacy issue as much as anything else. I mean, what a nasty place to be locked up in, eh? 10 years. Oh, but I understand that if it had been LeBron, would it have? That's messy. It's messy. I'll have to hand that one over because this is the international diplomacy stuff, isn't it? Really, it's like well into politics.
I'll take it over from there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Christy. She can't get mad at. Go ahead, Christy.
First of all, she got locked up for like the most minuscule amount of. It wasn't even marijuana, was it? It was like
oil.
Yeah, it was like CBD oil. I mean, like probably less than what's in here. But
Botanical.
Russia. Botanical. Russia is not a democracy like us. Unfortunately, they're a communist country. So you have to abide by their rules. She took something over there she shouldn't have. I mean, come on. We're not going to run into China with marijuana. I'm sorry. Because we're smarter than that. So I don't think that LeBron would have been saved by now either. It's Russia. I mean, the guy that was going to go up against Putin politically was almost killed in prison. For what? Like, no. I feel bad for Brittany, but man, she's screwed.
Yeah, God bless her. JB.
Hey, I agree with Chris and I agree with Pete. I mean, it's a little bit of political diplomacy involved, and it's also her own responsibility for taking some over there, and it doesn't matter if it was LeBron either. I don't think it would have made a difference if it was LeBron. Even though we just got into some issues with Russia, with the Trump whole thing going on. So I'm thinking they just using any little thing that they could do to get back at America, and they use that opportunity with Brittany to kind of make a statement with America. So I'm thinking that what are we gonna do? What are we going to say? Because they make it a statement right now by holding her. Really, I mean, marijuana or even, come on, something as small as, this is like medicinal marijuana. It ain't even, it's hemp, So you want to tell me this woman deserved 10 years of her life
10 years, no.
But
Definitely
check it
not.
out though. Check it out though. Hold up. See, this is the thing though. Here in America, I know a lot of people get pissed off. We have a lot of rights. Sometimes I think we have too many goddamn rights. You can't go to foreign countries acting a goddamn fool. They don't play that shit. That's why you don't hear about these countries having these issues, whether it's racial, something political, different stuff. Yes, it is a communist country, and you got to abide by their rules. And the fact that remains an that she is, a openly gay athlete. It's countries that don't play that shit either.
Oh,
and
and definitely not in Russia.
Yeah, it's countries that will still try to have people killed. They don't go for that.
Okay.
So the fact remains that you didn't abide by our rules. You've been playing there for a minute, and now you want to bring these things in. They ain't going for it, and I can't feel sorry. I wish her Godspeed. Hopefully she can get back. Hopefully they cut the time up. But you can't go over to foreign countries acting a goddamn fool. You can't.
Dennis Rodman isn't going to take weed over to North Korea when he goes to visit Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong had it waiting on him.
Chronic? Come on,
Kim Jong had it waiting on him because that's his friend. That's
but he's not going to bring it in.
You don't have to bring it in. If I'm friends with Kim Jong, who's the ruler of North Korea, I don't have to take a chance on customs and getting through customs with marijuana. My boy got it for me. If Brittany had an agent that was smart and did their job, if she played ball in Russia,
where's Dennis Rodman when you need him? Isn't he Putin's
Yeah, why
best
isn't
mate?
he?
Come on, you can do it.
Yeah, he's good with dictators.
Yeah.
Oh my God! But yeah,
Let's call Dennis Rodman. You know what? I'm going on Twitter as soon as we get done.
Oh
Done
God, man, that would be crazy to get.
I got you, Brittany.
It's put his hair be blonde or red or purple or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we wish her Godspeed, and hopefully, they resolve the issue. But don't call out LeBron. LeBron ain't got shit to do with this at all. You know what I'm saying?
He's doing nothing. He's watching his kid play basketball. Leave him alone.
Yeah. So hopefully she will, can come back, and if they cut her time 5 years, she gon' I don't know how they're gonna do that.
I'm gonna get a hold of Dennis as soon as we're done. I'm telling you, I'm going on Twitter.
Yeah, but it is.
Hey, if I could get Bernie Kosar to recognize my tweet,
hey, you can get anything done. You can do anything.
Hey, and Jim McMahon also follows me.
That's it. Come on.
All right.
Jim
All right, though.
Yeah.
All right, though. All right, y'all. We got to We got to give a shout out to Botanical Brewing Company. Infused with sparkling teas and elixirs, delicious euphoria in a can without the hangover. It's more than a drink, and it's better than booze. Now it's time for Christy's Corner. Christy's Corner is in the building. Wow, this is gonna be hilarious. Christy, let them know. Christy, who are you talking about this week?
I'm talking about Baker freaking Mayfield. Now, I didn't even take notes on it this time because I'm not reading off of anything. I'm
going. Do you really need it?
No, I don't. Okay, so everybody knows he went to the Panthers. He passed his physical. He is officially a Panther. I could take the 2 jerseys that I just bought for me and Zoe from Fanatics and trade those in for current players. Good for me. Wow. Anyway, so this is what happened.
It has value.
Yeah, well, they were on clearance.
The gloves are coming off.
I know. This is why I don't burn my jerseys, Marcus. So anyway, it all started in 2020 after we went to the playoffs. Baker and everybody else on the team and in BFO were all flying high. Everybody in Browns Nation was feeling great. We were going to be kicking ass going into 2022 or 2021. Everybody was so excited. And sometime between the off season and season, Baker was supposed to have a meeting with Coach Stefanski. Coach Stefanski missed it because he was meeting with Myles Garrett. Now, what he was meeting with Myles Garrett about, I don't know. They haven't said, but he met with Myles. Did he cancel his meeting with Baker? I don't know. Did Baker get a notification that Stefanski wasn't going to show up? I don't know. But Baker started being a diva after that. And he thought that his poop didn't stink. And so he decided that he wasn't going to trust Stefanski. So Stefanski couldn't trust him. Neither one of them were getting along on the sidelines. And that's why we had the season that we did. Bye, Baker.
I think it's a little more than that. I think this is, first of all, man, from what I've been told, they couldn't even open up the whole playbook with your boy Baker Mayfield. You know, he has his tendencies. And I'm gonna tell you right now. Everybody's talking about, hopefully Deshaun gets his 0 suspension, which is
no suspensions. I'm calling it. You heard it from me first.
So he got to go down there and beat Darnold out. This dude's got a chip on his. He's getting 19 million. Baker's getting with incentives getting 8. He's got to go down and beat him out. Photographic memory and all. He's behind the power curve. He hasn't developed any kind of chemistry or anything like that. I don't see him beating Darnold out, maybe playing later on in the year, but that week 1 game, that's going to be Sam Darnold. I'm not even looking for it. I don't want to get the Browns fans all excited for let's beat the Carolina and Baker's ass, and I don't even expect to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? I expect Sam Darnold to step in there week 1 with his coach, pissed off because Baker here. I already got to bet in with a cat $50. I bet you Darnold start week 1.
I bet you Baker will start week 1.
Why?
What?
Please tell me why.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because of his DNA, his mentality. I love his mentality. I may not be a fan of him in Cleveland or whatever, but I know his pedigree. And that boy has that mentality. I bet you he'll be his star quarterback. Sam Darnold ain't half as athletic as Baker is.
What?
Hold on. Because I will tell you. Hold on. Let me get this in real quick, and then I'll let Pete go, because I can't let this slide by now that we're talking about Sam Darnold.
Go ahead.
I actually wanted Sam Darnold.
Yeah, no doubt. I wanted Josh Rosen, but go ahead.
I wanted him over Baker, and we didn't get him. And now look what's happening. They're both playing for the same team, playing for the same spot, head to head. And I think it's going to be Darnold because of what the current players that have been on Carolina Panthers are saying. Not because Hollywood's out there, and I'm glad that Hollywood and Baker are back together again. That'll kind of help the transition for Baker. But no, it's going to be Sam Darnold.
All right.
Well, I'm glad to hear your corner logic for that.
Chemistry there. There's chemistry there.
Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, there's no doubt they got chemistry, them two. That's absolutely. But I mean, I think Baker's biggest problem was he wasn't drafted by the Berry Stefanski tandem, was he?
No doubt.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. If you look back at the play where he got injured on his shoulder, it's his own damn fault. It's stupidity. Okay, it was stupidity through the interception. I believe it was, and he tried to tackle a guy, and he was down, and he even tried to come back in the same game. It's like that was don't do that. But let's not
take note, Pete. Not to cut you off. Take note of what Pete just said. He threw the interception before he was hurt. Him and Sam Darnold's numbers are very similar, except the fact that Baker went to the playoffs. And he has more interceptions than Sam Darnold does. So their stats are pretty much the same, minus a few wins and whatnot. But no, I just don't see it. But I'm sorry, Pete. Go ahead, continue.
Let's not all get too negative about Baker. I remember some of the good things that happened when the coolers were open. Do you remember the 2-point conversion? Do you remember that play? I'll tell you what, that's one of the top 50 Browns plays of all time.
48-37. Nobody will ever forget 48-37.
Mm-hmm.
And how about Jim Donovan's commentary at the end of the regular season game, and he says, and wherever you are, this is starting to become very real. Okay, that is also one of the top 20 Jim Donovans for me. So, bye Baker, bye. You're taking a bit of a pay cut.
Yeah. Deuces.
It's done.
He got a big head after those playoffs.
Not for long. Okay, it's just we enjoyed you while you were here. Go and do your thing somewhere else.
We wish him well. We wish him well. Yeah. Hopefully he does start week 1. I
wasn't stupid enough to buy a jersey of his. That's so.
Hey, like I said,
we all have one.
I got some gasoline if you need it.
Stop it! I'm turning my back into Fanatics.
No, don't go there.
Don't burn
that shit.
You don't burn. He did good things for the team. He really did. He opened the coolers for us. You know, he brought Phil Collins back to life. You know, everybody's out there doing solo now. Everybody watched those 2 kids, the brothers, watch that song and lose their minds because of Baker. You know, everybody got free beer because of Baker. Cleveland got their soul back because of Baker.
Okay.
But
that's the positive.
He started being too much of a diva. And Cleveland doesn't do what he does.
That was the media. That was the media portraying him as a diva. He did commercials. Everybody was trying to say, "Oh, why he doing commercials? Shouldn't he be over here rehab? Shouldn't he be doing this?" Hey, man,
I don't care about his commercials. His commercials are hilarious.
Check it out. Check it out, though. His enigma, his aura, his like old boy said, Dave Chappelle. I seen his aura. I ain't seen shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a guy to me that was his ego was bigger than his play on the field. He did not produce the way. You got guys. Hold on, wait. Let's take Josh Allen. How many commercials you seen Josh Allen make? Not a lot.
But Josh Allen hasn't come through the path that Baker did. You didn't see him in Texas Tech. You didn't see what he had to go through there, and then transfer to Oklahoma, and then prove himself in Oklahoma, and then try and prove himself to be worthy to be drafted. Come on,
That's
man.
because they was humble, JB. They was humble. And you know what I'm saying? And they made their money. Josh Allen did not last year in the playoffs. He did not lose that game. The defense lost that game for them. That dude played his ass off. There's no way in hell Baker Mayfield could have pulled out none of them fucking throws that Josh Allen did. Ain't no fucking way. Because he's not that caliber dude. Hey,
a lot of the products that you use we don't make, but a lot of the products that you use we make better. Remember that. You ain't gotta reinvent the wheel. You just gotta make it better.
Wow.
If I can't make them throws, I don't have to make them throws Josh Allen make. As long as I can make the first downs and move the chains, I can get
He couldn't do that though. He threw interceptions. He threw picks. Dude, come on now. Green Bay, 4 fucking interceptions in Green Bay. Are you serious?
Come on, he in his first 5 years. Give him time. Come on,
give him time. He got fucking 4 years, and they gave his ass the motherfucking axe.
Y'all are going off the rails. Hold up. I didn't say Josh Allen anyway. I said he started acting like Johnny Manziel.
Correct. Correct. He been diva. You got your wife on there. You can't get your wife off. She on Twitter. She talking to my husband.
Shut up. I mean, I understand they're young, but it's a business. I'm sorry. I don't go on Facebook and Twitter and about my boss.
He never lived up. Yeah, go ahead, Pete. My bad.
What they also ultimately did was allowed the guy to play himself out of Cleveland.
Yep.
That was the setup. Did I not, Pete? Did I not say the setup? Did I not say that?
Yes. Yeah. You did. You did. They set him up
because he became a diva and he couldn't keep his mouth.
As fans, that disgusts me. Absolutely disgusts me. You can't send someone out there
to fail.
Purposely to fail. That's just that's terrible. But the ultimate insult, of course, is he was a first-round pick.
Don't mean shit.
How many first-round picks did we have that ended up like this?
And he's
granted we didn't have offensive line.
Traded for a 5th-round pick with conditions. It's like
we've lost first-rounders for less.
How much time we got?
The highs and lows.
We got.
We're plenty good.
Pimping, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we can. I don't know. Like I said, you know what?
He wants to go back to his potty.
Oh no, that's not.
We are trying.
If he does play week 1, okay. Now,
trash.
He's going to be up against Miles. I'd like to see that. Who wins that battle?
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, don't forget Kalani out there, and maybe Perrion. Perrion gets involved in the sack fest. If I'm gonna tell you what,
if he contract,
he will. If Baker shows up, which I say I doubt, if Baker shows up week 1, it's gonna be a slaughter. They know all his tendencies. They know, especially if he doesn't have Christian McCaffrey. Oh my God, it's going. Christian McCaffrey do not draft. If you play fantasy football, don't draft Christian McCaffrey because he's gonna fuck your shit up. Every year, dude, he can never. When he's on the field, he gets. Hold on, wait a minute, Mr. Carolina, hold up. When he's on the field, he gets you mad points. But the problem is, Christian McCaffrey cannot stay on the field. You will lose him for 6 or 7 games. He could completely destroyed by fantasy. No more. If you can't keep your ass.
So you're saying you finally learned your lesson?
I learned my lesson from Christian McCaffrey. I was like, nah, I'm cool on him. Great player, outstanding career. His dad was great in Denver. Nah, I'm cool on that. Don't draft him. I'm telling you, don't you?
Derrick Henry. That's my number 1 running back.
No doubt. Shit, man. It
Let's
is.
debate about that.
That was coming.
So
Okay,
who do y'all
let's
feel? Okay. While you're at it, who do you feel is one of the best running backs? Who's a top three running back, top 5 running backs in the NFL? JB.
Okay, top 5.
2, 3, 5.
All right, we got Derrick Henry.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got it's a toss up because you got a lot of new rookies coming in, but I'm gonna go by teams first because I know what type of scheme they run. I'm gonna go Derrick Henry. I'm gonna go New England Patriots. I'm gonna go Cleveland Browns.
I said players, not teams, nigga.
Hey, I'm just kidding because he's talking about the run game.
He said he
Yeah,
don't know
you
their
got me-
names. They're
you got me
obviously not good
wilding out
enough
on
if
the
you don't know their
show
names.
Well, okay, I'm okay. I like Derrick Henry and probably Christian McCaffrey. To be honest with you, talking about the Carolina Panthers. But I know what he do. He catch the ball out of the backfield half the time that he running it. So if you're a fantasy player, to go for those type of running backs with especially RPA.
What about Dalvin Cook?
Lamar Jackson.
Aaron
Dalvin Cook, if he can stay healthy, if Dalvin Cook can stay healthy the whole season, he'll be one of my top 5 running backs. But I also like Akers out of LA, from Florida State, and then you got the Chiefs running back. It's a running back by committee, the same as in Cleveland. But I like Nick Chubb, so Nick Chubb will be my 5th running
I'm about
back.
to say you better get it right. You better get it
Wow.
right.
Well, you know what? Because I got Kareem Hunt in the top 5, so I ain't even mention him because
Yeah, you didn't mention him. You mentioned some other people.
I mean,
You
because
put everybody in his place. So
What's
now it's
understood don't
top
need to be said. What's understood don't need to be said. He's 100%,
Oh,
and we know what he did. We know what he did when he was in Kansas City. Everybody know that.
Correct.
All right, so let's
You know what
not
I'm saying?
get
Because
that
Senior, his
twisted.
dad watched the show down. He getting that ass.
Hey,
You know what
I'm just saying you get
Where's my
respect,
boy
but,
Lou?
You can't
where
rule
it's
out.
due.
You
But-
can't rule out Elliott, can you? You
My
can't.
boy
Man,
Zeke.
Zeke's kind
Yes.
I love Zeke. I love
He
Zeke.
done kind of
Yes,
took a
he's
nosedive,
class.
man.
And let's not
Yeah.
forget, you can't rule out Jackson either from the Ravens because at the end of the day, he's just a glorified running back, isn't he?
Well, wait a minute. Now, see, you opening another can of worms now.
Whoa.
Wait a minute now. Hold on now. We said running backs, not QBs. Let's get this stigma out the way right now. There's a stigma, and it's been there year from when you're talking about the Cunninghams and guys like that, or what was the old boy's name? He used to on Pittsburgh. These guys who are dual threat.
Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah. I'm not Le'Veon, but I was talking about quarterbacks. I can't think of
Cardell or Cordell
Yeah.
Stewart.
Yeah, Cordell Stewart, these type guys, they just call them Slash. These type guys, African Americans, we do more than just we're dual threats. We're not. Don't just say this man is a glorified running back. When that one year he passed and had more interceptions, touchdowns was the reason why. Excuse me. He won the MVP. It was the reason why Lamar Jackson won the MVP from the beginning because he showed his ass. He showed people that we can do different things that's asked of us. You know what I'm saying? So
Warren Moon started it.
yeah, when you put that, Warren didn't run like these guys did. Warren didn't run like that. Warren had
He
had
ran very well for back then.
Yeah, but like
These
Randall
guys nowadays
Cunningham,
are total different.
Cunningham.
They're on a total different level than they were back then.
yeah.
I'm
Cunningham
talking
was
about back in the 80s.
Cunningham, Michael Vick. These guys were devastating on the field.
Yeah,
They could
that's
do it
another.
all.
That's the next level. It went from Warren Moon to Vic to now Lamar.
Yeah, but we can, but there's been
And
like I
we
said,
won
stigma.
Deshaun.
Yeah, and there was a guy who said that, and I'm gonna put this on the show, who said that he don't feel like African Americans were leaders on the field, as that we could not win Super Bowls. And Russell Wilson showed you that African Americans. Pat Mahomes showed you that.
Doug Williams showed you that before Russell Williams.
Doug Williams. We have 3 African American quarterbacks who won the Super Bowl, so we can win it. And I never did like that stigma. I'm gonna put that on the show when that guy said
Y'all
that.
have better athletes all around. I said that before.
Well, I'm not going to,
It is what it is. I'm sorry if it's a
true.
stereotype. It's true.
Yeah. No doubt. I appreciate you, white people, for saying those
You
things.
are a superior being, sir.
Nah,
we just want our props. We just want our props to say that we can be leaders of men on the field.
Definitely.
And
Like I said before, if I were to build a team, I think I would take the best athletes out there, which like I just said, most of them are African American. They're blacks. I'm sorry. It is what it is. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build my team full of black people.
Yeah, we have our We have our first African American. Don't forget, we have our first African American NFL president. I can't think of a girl's name right, but I'm
okay, Pete.
Yes.
Pete and Christy. What all that does is prove that Black Americans have had a harder life in this country than any other race in the world. So we had to work twice as hard.
Be stronger.
So is an example right there, so that you can understand why we're great athletes, because we have to do everything twice as hard. So
I'm not
and we cannot.
Athleticism comes so easy to you guys, though. It's amazing.
But at the same time, we cannot conduct African Americans. We cannot conduct ourselves like other people. We have to play 3 times as tough, 3 times as hard, and 3 times as smart. What Brittany Griner did was 3 times as dumb. And that's what I'm just saying. And that's what we're trying to get those stigmas, those things that we feel make us feel oppressed. We got to overcome that. We cannot
conduct stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't keep driving around in LA in a Maserati Ferrari at 1 a.m. at 100 miles an hour and expecting, they're just gonna give me a slap on the wrist. We can't do that shit. Now somebody else
Lamborghini, in Las Vegas at 100 miles an hour
can probably do that. We can't. So we have to let us know, and I appreciate you guys for acknowledging that, and I so much. The things that we go through as Black people in the country, especially in sports and athletics and different things like that. But we just can't do that. We can't do that. We can't get away with it all the time.
But I thank God for this platform that you created, Deacon, because this is an opportunity for us to address that issue, talk about it, and make changes. Because we're no longer having an uncomfortable conversation. See, the conversation of uncomfortable a long time ago. So it was uncomfortable a long time ago. So now everybody passed that uncomfortable conversation. So we're now addressing it. So it's all forward progress from here on. The fact that you have a cast like this here says it. And I'm grateful to be a part of it like this to help drive.
I love you, Jay.
And this is what I'm saying. This is the diversity that we have. Everybody loves each other. We talk to each other.
These 2 guys are my brothers, and so is Aaron, and so are you. And I would put my life on the line for you guys.
I'm not. I'm just a nuisance.
It meant saving you.
Pete, you the British bulldog.
You're my British brother from another mother across the pond.
So we bring a totally different angle to the party. I'll tell you, it does exist, but it's not high priority over here. We're all the same. I don't see life through colour of skin. That's bullshit, man. That's gone. That's last century before. The only colours, orange and brown. Orange and brown.
The only 2 that matter.
Do you know what an orange is? It's the colour orange is just a lighter shade of brown. That's it.
And that's me. I'm just a lighter shade of Mr. Deacon.
Yeah.
Because I've been trying to stay out this so long.
That's it. That's all. And that's it. That's it. We're
not following anybody. We're going to lead. I'm telling you.
Exactly. I like that, D. We're not following nobody. We're leading.
Yes,
no
sir.
doubt. Yeah, all right, y'all. We up against it. We got to give a shout out. Aaron wasn't able to make it on this week. Shout out.
I love you, Aaron. I miss you.
What's up,
Aaron Sims and BFO, TMDE, everybody who loves the show, watches the show.
AG. Yes. Oh boy, AG.
Anthony Griggs, Eric Metcalf, everybody who's contributed, helped
Mr.
to
Metcalf,
the show.
Love you. Yeah. Thank you for responding to me on Twitter. Mr. Cribbs and Mrs. Cribbs, you too. Bernie Kosar, thank you, man. Oh, I'm going to be talking to you more. I can't wait. Bob Golick, I'm coming for you, man.
And let's give a shout out to the sponsors. Because I waited, wow. Shit, I can't even spit it out right now.
Gold Penny Law Firm.
Gold Penny Law Firm for all your real estate needs, the best East, Northeast Ohio. Fanatics.com for all your official licensed gear. And did I forget anybody?
Let's do Botanical Brewing again.
Well, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out before we go. I want to give a shout out. Y'all already know I'm in North Carolina, Hickory, North Carolina, celebrating my brother and his wife retirement party from the Army. I would like to, give a shout out to them and let them know I'm so proud of them for everything they've done. Which, Deacon, you've been in that trench before, as well as myself. We know what it takes. to accomplish something like that. And I just want to say, I want to give a shout out to the cast here, Pete, Christy, and yourself, Deacon, for doing such a great job in your community and bringing us together through sports. And I want to be honest with y'all when I say I'm really humbled and proud to be a part of it, and to let y'all know I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna let y'all down.
Love you, JB. Love you, JB.
Hey, I love y'all. I love y'all too.
And last and least,
I have got one thing.
Oh, go ahead, Pete.
Well, it's a closer. It's a question. Okay, it's a bit of a. Yes, it's the end of the show question. Okay. Now we all know that Watson's going to play at some point. Okay.
Exactly.
And he's going to score a touchdown. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is for the betting people because I know what's going to happen. I already know what's going to happen. How's he going to score? How is that first touchdown for Watson going to be scored, and who gets it? I know. So just throwing it out there.
Hold on now. Hold on, Pete. Hold on. Deacon, let me talk to this. I played quarterback. I played quarterback in Pop Warner High School, college, and semi-pro. And I'm going to be honest with you, the game, if you're a quarterback, you cannot really dictate how it will. I can control as far as like the play is being ran, but if a running back break the play is broken. You know what I'm saying? If the receiver catch a play and go, he's gone. Now we can get into the red zone. I can kind of dictate if I want to score or not because I ain't got to throw the ball or hand it off. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
I can take all 4 plays. But to say that he's going to score first, I think his first score is going to be a pass.
Well, that's what Pete's asking is how it's going to be.
Is it going to be a pass or run?
Play. Okay, that's what I wanted.
I think it's going to be a running play. I think they'll do something like an RPO because, like I said, the playbook is going to be open now.
Oh, you think he's going to be the one walking the ball into them?
In the red zone, I think Deshaun's first touchdown is going to be a running touchdown.
By him.
Because that's that extra threat now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give it to Baker to run Baker shit.
No.
But I think Deshaun's first touchdown he scores as a Cleveland Brown will be on a designed run play.
Yeah.
All right.
He's gonna do it himself. That's what he's gonna do.
All right, y'all. We up against it. Love y'all. Yeah. We'll see y'all next week. And go Browns, bitches.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Love you. I like that, Chris.
See you soon.
All right, Pete. Take it easy, brother. I got to get back to this.